I've added my advanced drone blueprint to your lab. It should prove very useful to you
Hello.
according to my calculations.
If anyone decided to show up after I haven't streamed in months, thank you.
I need to think
Uh,
on this.
Otherwise,
Oh my god.
I had the
Okay,
idea.
shut up, Victor.
Uh,
Shut up, Victor. Stop telling me.
I have a friend in the call. She's playing Slime Rancher. I've muted her for the stream. Anyways, so she can say the insane stuff she wants to. Um, but then you don't have to hear it. Um, so I had the fun idea. I've been reading some D&D stuff lately, specifically this one story called 1 HP Club that I really like and I'm kind of obsessed with. I'd highly recommend giving it a watch. Not a watch, giving it a read. It's a manga. It's on Webtoon. It's super fun. It's super cute. I really like it. And I I got bored the other day and spent a couple hours late at night designing, just making a new character for funsies. And then I found some of my old D&D maps, started posting them on Reddit because what else am I going to do with them? And I was like, I should make some on stream. And so that's what we're doing today. Uh, it's going to be here. So I'm not using any particular crazy software. I'm just using, I've just got Krita open for this. It's free, easy enough to use. And really, it, and really this entire process is not that difficult. I've done it before. Not on the computer though, so that's going to be new. Usually what I like to do when designing a map is I'll just put down a few sketches for what I think could look good, right? So all I usually do is, and like what do we kind of want the environment to feel like? Do we want it to be we want it to be an archipelago type thing? For like a lot of boats? Do we want it to be a big continent? Do you want it to be a mix? Like you have a big continent and then you've got more islandy areas? Do you want like a few major continents, but not like a bunch of small islands? I'm thinking continents today. Or maybe like a small continent. She just said she wanted to make Montreal, and I don't know why. Do you mind explaining why you want to do
Well,
Montreal?
Montreal, very simple. It's an archipelago on a major transit river in between two separate and major continents. Montreal's fucking lit as fuck, also. And there's French people there, so you can make them the big bad.
How is that between two different continents?
Well, it's not between two different continents, but it's between the wetlands and then the shitty, less wet bog. Well, more wet, but it's a different wet
Okay.
swamp.
Is it like a more humid wet or a cold wet?
No, they just have no trees. They're
Oh.
wetland.
Oh, so it's a more of a bog.
Yeah,
Okay.
like where they make the Wait, is that royal jelly?
Ah.
Holy based. Thank you, Bob.
I don't think I'm going to be making Montreal. I want to make a world map, not
That's so
a
fucking boring, though.
not a city map. Um, so I think, do I want, and I'm kind of thinking through some of the fantasy maps that I've seen. What if I try, and this is honestly the first part, is just sketching out kind of, just some ideas. And
Let's
like, if
have
you're
some
doing a map,
water.
honestly, like having, you'll see, you'll kind of see what I'm thinking. You kind of just want to have a very jittery feel. Oh, this is very weird. Once again, I'm used to drawing maps on a paper, not the computer, so it might take me a little bit to get used to this, but just kind of allowing your hand to have some jitter to it, right? And then, see, you kind of get like shapes, it gives you more like peninsula feels, and then you can kind of
Oh, my
keep
dude.
on sculpting your
I'm so
environment
sorry.
from there. And you can kind of change how is your environment going to be more clean? Is it more jagged? And you can really create those kind of by shaking your hand to get that kind of shaky, rocky feel, right? I should really make that a constant, not a pressure-based. I think that's gonna be... Nope. Something like...
Why are you sleeping?
A little bit smaller.
Go,
Yeah, like
my
that.
assistant. Go!
Right, that should look a little bit better. Okay, I'll use that for, like, inking. Or... I don't know, doesn't really matter. Just what I feel like.
Only have 2 of them?
I got bit by a deer tick the other day. I absolutely hate those things. They're, like, tiny, and they itch like hell.
You have Lyme disease now, by the way.
No, I don't. I got it.
No, you had it before. You can't eat meat anymore. And
That's not Lyme disease though. Those are 2 different things.
No, but you get them at the same time from the same ticks.
I can eat.
I am the deer tick that bit you, and you have rabies.
Also, I don't think deer ticks carry rabies. 1, 2.
Well, no, they're not
2.
carnivorous.
The disease that makes you not able to eat meat applies to all mammal products. So milks and like milks included, that kind of product.
Not even supposed. You can't. Humans can't even eat milk. Like
cheese.
Oh, that's not. You can. That's a different protein. That's a different protein.
That's
it's not an animal product.
That's processed milk.
No, it's not processed milk. It's rotted milk. The proteins are different.
Okay, but anyways, and then, third of all, Lyme disease only really sets in if that tick has been in there for over 48 hours, and I'm looking at my foot right now, and this thing, it's a little red dot, but there's not any Lyme disease looking things. It doesn't look like...
The red ring.
There's no red. There's not a red ring.
Red ring can take 6 weeks to form.
It was literally on me for like 10 minutes, and then I found it and I took it off. It doesn't transmit that fast, and if it does, well,
you guaranteed have syphilis from that. Does this not have? Why is it not growing properly? What am I gonna do with you?
So, like, that's my big issue with the double consonant is I feel like it's really hard to make them feel right.
If you want to do a double continent, just do a fake double continent like Africa and Europe, where they're actually just like the same thing.
Well, they haven't destroyed the rest of. They haven't destroyed. Wait, no, No, they formed they haven't destroyed the Mediterranean yet. So as far as I'm concerned, they're functionally 2 different.
But they will, though.
Okay, but they haven't yet. That's like saying, oh, America and Europe's the same continent because they'll touch again at some point in the future.
What? No. That's completely different.
Anyways, we should dam the Mediterranean.
No. Do you know how much trade goes through the Mediterranean?
Well, no. We could let boats through, but like. That's
not how dams work.
We turn it into hydropower.
That's not how dams work.
Hey, look, everyone else can use the Suez Canal. I know you can't.
You should dam your sink and just wait until you die. Honestly, that might be the biggest advance in civil construction and planning, ever.
Why? The biggest issue when you're doing double consonants is you kind of need to make it look like they're supposed to fit together, and that can be really difficult.
But you can just cheat.
Because obviously, if you have like North and South America, this is gonna look real bad, but it'll work for a temporary. This is really bad. Like you have North America here. It's a Mercator projection. Don't mind it. And then you've got Africa, like big over here in the corner, and then you got like a year up
Yeah,
doing
stop doing
year up
that.
related
Stop
things.
putting my tangle plorts in the
Um,
refinery. I worked hard for those.
you get the puzzle piece thing where this kind of goes into there, this fits into there. Um, and what's actually also pretty cool is you can see where rock formations from, like if you go up north, where like the UK and the United States kind of not well, the continent of America used to touch. You can see the same banding through the continent, which is actually just really cool on its own. And basically, I really try and mimic that kind of thing to an extent because it makes the continent feel more alive and real, which not everyone has to do, like a preference thing. I just think it looks a little bit nicer when you do that. Um. Anyways. Yeah. Anyways, I think I just
Oh,
don't think
that's the
those
wrong
two islands
direction.
look good. What if I do? Who's the guest? Oh, the guest is my friend, Freud. I don't know what she wants to be called for this, but
You should we should come up with code names like in Persona 5 Royal.
I could just
You
call
can be
you your
Clown.
username, Freud,
You can you,
or Freudian slip.
you can be like Yusuke and we can hate you.
She's a friend from Canada, and
Oh, way to dox
yeah,
me. What
yeah,
the
yeah,
hell?
yeah. You're from a
You
different
have like a
country.
1 in 40 million chance of just guessing who I am.
I think it's a little bit better odds for you than that, but you
No,
get
it's
one.
1 in 44 million.
Yeah, see, it's
Um,
slightly better.
there's absolutely they can't do any like culling based on where I could possibly live because I'm very clearly living in alert. I'm one of the two researchers there. I'm not doing my job. The early warning system, it's not working anymore. It's my fault. Sorry guys. Nuclear winter, my bad. Oopsie poopsie.
Oh my God,
Um,
shut the fuck up. No, not to you, to yeah, to Just Mass Productions. Be quiet, you. I try to maintain a level of professionality in the sense of people's privacy. That is it. Uh, yeah. Anyways, I'm drawing maps. If
the
you have an
only
idea.
professionalism you maintain is fuck. Something you don't know how to code.
I don't need. Yeah, and I know how to make a gear to um to hit you in Minecraft. Um.
Wait, like you're not even doing the like. Oh, I could do one of the 179 basic mechanisms and hit you in the head like with a sewing machine, the pivot arm. You're saying I know how to use Minecraft Create mod.
No, okay. I know how to use actual 3D modeling softwares to make things, and it's fun. I have a
Okay.
3D printer. You can't see her, but she's to the left of me. She's beautiful. It's a Patricia Mark III Plus, I believe, because it's got some of the upgrades to it. She's great. I love her. Um. Yeah.
Yeah. See, you might understand how Blender works, but I understand the graphics generation on a deeper level, which is far more infuriating and works about 1% as often.
I still better
But one of these
understand
days you will be
Quaternions. I
jealous.
still better understand Quaternions.
I don't even think that's close to true. You might know how to mathematically manipulate the like freakish four not real numbers, but I'm much better at using the bendy circle for computer graphics, like it was invented to be used for in the 1900s. The Irish guy was like, I can't rotate 3D vectors. And then he went on a date with his wife, and something something. Every dimension you add squares the complexity or whatever. It's not linear.
Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to. What do I want to draw?
What? Get away.
All right. Okay. Pepper, do you have any ideas? Give me.
I'm actually being assaulted.
Give me your solutions, and not in. Oh no. Ugh. Okay. What do I wanna? Consonants are annoying.
If you're thinking about solutions, you should go for like a saline solution.
Oh my god.
Like 3/4 cups of salt and like 5 cups of water. You should do that, and then cook potatoes in it.
But why would I want to do that?
Because the potatoes taste good. Are you stupid?
Well, I know potatoes taste good. Can you get me some potatoes then?
No, they're. He just ate my kukadoba. He's going in the ocean.
Not quite sure what the goal is here. The goal is to make some maps. I wanted to make some fantasy maps. Because I was.
If you want to make fantasy maps, you need to name everything something really stupid, that doesn't make sense. Like you're a European explorer. So make sure, like every city, there's like 4 of them, and they all share the same name, and none of them are nice.
But why would I? But why would I do that?
For authenticity.
Okay, but also these lands really aren't being explored. People already live here.
Okay. There's a Berlin in the UK and a Berlin in Germany, and I'm pretty sure there's also a Berlin in Bulgaria. There also was one in Canada, but that doesn't count, I suppose.
But that sounds like a you problem.
Actually, the only you problem here is how fucking hot it is in my room.
Girl, I have the air at fucking, what is it right now? 78. So that's like 30.
It doesn't mean anything to me.
That's like 20. That's like 2021.
No, that's not even that hot. That's like the temperature that my room is at.
Yeah, but well, it's been hotter the rest of the day. I turned the air down like before I started, so it wouldn't be as bad.
Environmental L, don't you know that refrigeration technologies are literally like insanely energy intensive?
And are you not refrigerating your room?
No.
Okay,
I have my window open and I'm running a 600-watt space heater.
Yeah, Freud. Because the difference, Freud, is because I am in an environment where it is literally like incredibly hot. Like Pepper, the person in chat right now, from Texas, incredibly hot there. Like
the only thing hot about Texas,
I would melt if I was in Texas.
The only thing hot about Texas is the 30 tons of refined thorium buried in the desert.
That's true. Pepper, can you get us some thorium? We need it for
peaceful purposes only.
Peaceful.
I have no intention of making any dirty bombs, and I have no intention of mailing them to any politicians. And that's on the record. Off the record, do you know where any politicians live?
Yeah, why do you think I want to go north? Why do you think I don't want to be in the temperate climate and want to go to the colder temperate climate?
Most of the places where people live in Canada is all temperate climates.
I said the colder temperate climate.
As we have insane temperature variation because we're not near large bodies of water, but I guess you aren't either, so L.
Who's Dan Patrick?
You don't know Dan Patrick? He's my brother-in-law.
Well, you two are related? I never would have known.
Yeah, because I wasn't going to tell you, because he's just kind of really cool, and I don't want him to think we're friends.
Dan Crenshaw? What? That doesn't tell. I don't know who these people are. That doesn't
Well,
tell me anything.
they're here because they love maps. They work for
I
they
actually
work
like.
for that one company in Europe that's trying to map underneath the sea ice in the Arctic Circle with autonomous submarines, and it's really cool. But they can't get funding because Europe is poor.
Okay, I like how this island looks. Does anybody have any other ideas? I'm probably gonna put more down. Like I do like how this one feels. It's got a nice vibe to it. Let's see. I could do a if I want to do an archipelago thing, I think I'd do a bit of a I usually
Oh, I hate this website.
you kind of want to make everything a little bit more eroded to make it work, and the scale is going to be very different from a continent. Like if I'm working with a continent piece like this, something that's like this size is going to equal something that's like that size in relative scale.
Wait, what the hell did you mean you can't see it when you pointed at your 3D printer? You're using the the PNG tuber I made.
That's what I said, you can't see it.
Mm.
I said you can't see it. And I'm the one with the cute little PNG tuber. She's adorable. Also, yeah, Freud made this little girl. She's adorable. She's got a little trans flag, and I think I have a bit of a personality for her. Unfortunately, Riniko Belrose, and if you know, you know.
Holy fuck, I love Joe, Twitch streamer. Oh, he's so awesome. I loved that stream he did where he fought a bear live on stream.
Look, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know.
What am I saying, Joe, Twitch streamer? Me forgetting the jokes of my actual Oshi?
Shit.
How am I to live on?
That's a problem. Wait a minute.
My fantasy life queen.
How am I gonna do this?
Why did you draw Iceland and part of South America?
What? They're different. Stop falling in love with a little girl anime PNG? I've not fallen in love with her. What do you mean?
That is the boldest lie you've ever told in my presence, and that's saying something for sure.
No!
You refused to stop using that for like 3 days.
So?
Okay, the rebuttal works too well. I retire.
No. I'm trying to get.
Where are my Kukadobas?
Why is this Krita window not working correctly? How does it?
Probably because you're using Windows 11.
I'm using Windows 10.
Imagine being poor.
Imagine being smart.
Okay.
Oh, I changed the capture method. It worked. Yay! You can see it now. And now I don't. And now I think if I actually press. And now if I.
Wait, why do I have $18,000? Where did it come?
Yeah. Okay. You can't see. You can't see it anymore. You could see my files, and there was nothing important in there, but I got a little scared.
Do you file your taxes electronically, and where do you store those files? And also, what is the password to your personal computer?
You don't get to know.
That's... I'll come back with a warrant. I'll have you know.
You're not even... You're a trans person. You didn't have rights in this country.
Okay, well, I have rights in my country.
Well, but not in this country, and I'm not in that
Okay,
country's
we have an
jurisdiction.
extradition treaty, and I will have you tried to the full extent of the law.
Why?
If I felt like it,
But
you piss me off.
I don't think that's like a valid reason.
See, whereas your country has corruption due to money, my country functions the same way a small town does, similar to one that a certain Tom Clancy spends a lot of time in. Not Tom Clancy.
What?
The CEO of Twitch. What the hell is his name? I've forgotten. Something Clancy.
Oh my gosh, I tried to do that, and I swear, my Krita broke when I tried to do a Windows stream.
Oh my god, it's Mochi. It's your favorite character.
Did it break, or am I just insane? I might be insane. Let me... Oh, okay, I'm just insane.
Do I have no quantum quartz left?
I know what I'm doing.
Give me the round quartz from you.
Okay. Jeez, you're gonna be like that. What button did I press? Why are you stuck like this?
Oh, I forgot. I never fixed any of this.
What?
Oops.
My Krita always breaks at the worst time.
It's probably because you moved the window or something.
Maybe? Can I...
You should update your graphics drivers. That actually solves every computer problem.
I'm gonna kill you.
No, it literally does though.
Oh my god, it's not gonna let me kill it?
This sounds like a Windows issue.
I think it's a
I'm
Windows
thinking
issue.
about it. I'm thinking about it, and I think you've been
Wait, I can't use...
Windows.
Oh, my cursor's back.
Oh, if you're having cursor problems, it's just because your drivers are bad. Yeah, you should... What kind of tablet are you using again?
I'm using a Gammon? No, that's really wrong. It's a... Fuck, what is it? No, it's a Gammon.
You're not using the based Chinese company's drivers that are also native for Linux because they're so cool?
My parents bought me this one. I didn't buy this one.
Okay, yeah, but I'm still judging you because you're not supporting Xi Jinping directly and financially. Because he will bring great pride to our... I'm out of pink plorts. But regardless, our glorious leader, Xi Jinping, will bring great pride to our nation. And anyone who says otherwise will be shot.
It actually fucking broke my computer. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what am I supposed to do? I can't do anything.
Why did you break your computer with Krita? You're not even using like a compatibility layer or anything. What did you do?
I don't know! Wait, how am I supposed to... How do I kill Krita from Task Manager without a mouse?
Is your mouse not working?
My mouse is moving, but it's not clicking on anything.
Oh, yeah. No, it's because you're... Well, no, it might be because your pen is just sitting on your drawing tablet.
No, it's not. It's literally off the screen. It can take control of the mouse, but it won't click at all. Like it'll take... I don't know what's happening.
Are you using Windows Ink or a custom driver?
I'm pretty sure I'm using the built-in drivers. Okay, well, it's letting me paint with my mouse. But
You could also just start unplugging things until it works again.
If
That's
I...
something I like to do. Except it is Windows, so it probably actually won't work on a reboot either.
Nope, that did nothing. What did happen? I swear, Krita is... If I unplug this... Does that fix it? Are you gonna Alt F... Can you Alt F4, please? Krita? If I...
Did my power just flicker?
Okay, okay, Krita? I think it's closing. I think it's closing. You can actually donate directly to the CC. Okay, everything's working again. Okay, now I need to... Okay.
Except for your stream.
Well, the stream's working. It's that I just don't have Krita open. Okay. Well, it's letting me click more things, but it's not letting me click everything. Wait.
It's another famous example of Bill Gates just hating women.
Wait, I can't! I can only interact with Task Manager now!
Yeah, that's, unfortunate, I think.
Now I can only interact with Discord. What the hell? Oh god, this screen. Why is it like this?
It's probably like a personal thing. Wait.
Okay, if I open it back up, what happens? No, no. Oh no. Okay, well apparently... tech issues.
Oh my god, that's my favorite part of the stream.
I'm gonna have to restart my computer.
Oh my god, that's my second favorite part of the stream.
Oh my gosh, okay, well... I'm gonna have to Alt F4. I can't stop the stream. I can't stop the stream! Well, have fun, everyone. Wait, how do I restart my computer?
Especially that, guy whose name I've forgotten already, but I mentioned him a couple of times. I personally think this is... Oh. She can't hear anything. Dude, that's so fucked up. I can't believe it'd do something like that. There are not a lot of gadget spots. Where? Oh, there's a